Last week we dealt with the first problem that arises when I'm doing the arm trap sequence from the back, where my opponent clasps his arms together, lifts up, and I need to go to the back triangle. Okay. This week I'm going to get to the arm trap, but my opponent is able to clear the other hook and start to escape. So what I need to do is transition to the crucifix. Okay. So I start off on the weak side, get my outside body triangle, and start going to the straight jacket. Okay. Once I control here and start to trap the arm, I'm successful in trapping the arm and getting my foot tucked behind the back, but now you see, ideally my leg would be across his body here so that I could do the arm trap sequence the way that I want, the most high percentage way. Okay, but what happens here is my opponent starts to clear my leg and he starts to slip out. Okay, so now what I need to do from here is treat this as if it's a good thing. Okay, the crucifix is a very strong position, but you need to have it practiced to make use of the strength of the position. Okay, so from here, the things that I don't want to happen when I do the crucifix, I don't want my opponent to keep slipping down. Okay, when he can start to free his head, now he can even back roll or start to flick his arm and start to clear the position. Okay. Another common problem that I want to avoid from here is where my opponent can bring his hands together again, and now he can start to turn into me and come on top. Okay, it's going to be hard for me here. So the ways I avoid this are, as soon as I end up in the crucifix, I bring my control down towards his wrist here. Okay, now what I do is I bring my other leg over the wrist as well. So both my ankles are crossed over his wrist. What this does is it stops him from clasping his hands together, and it helps in me putting in some armbar pressure. Okay, so when my opponent starts to slip down, I need to just open my hip and bridge, and this puts a bit of armbar pressure on his arm, so he has to come back into me to relieve the pressure. Okay, this is really good in helping to keep the control. Okay, now I can use the armbar as a submission if I can bridge into it. So I need to bring my heels down to the ground and lift my hips. Okay, but the trick is that I have to first I need to make his arm locked and tense. Then once I find that place, then I can bridge and start to finish. Okay? Other than that, I'll switch the grip and start to dig under the chin as I did for the normal rear naked choke. Okay? I like to finish the short choke here because if I take my arm out, it gives him a lot of movement. Okay? So a great combination here is as I start to go to the short choke, I can try and bridge and put on an armbar. If he defends the armbar, I can go deeper into the choke. Okay? To finish the short choke, I grip my fingers right into his shoulder blade and then I bring my elbow right back as I lean in. Okay? This choke combined with a bit of armbar pressure usually gets a tap out of a lot of people. If you really need to go to the lock, I need to make sure that as soon as my elbow slips out, I shoot it in behind. And I need to do this very quick and very strong. Okay? So now if my opponent starts to turn into me, it's too late and I'll be able to put in the pressure for the finish. Okay, so I usually use the crucifix when I trap the arm and they start to slip out. Okay? Control here. I trap the arm, but they slip out of the lower hook. Okay? Keep the crucifix open down to his wrist, throw my other leg over. From here, dig for the chin or pressure for the armbar. Okay? Again, this reaction is really common, so you should get plenty of opportunity to try this out this week when you're doing your specific training. Any questions, let me know, and I hope everyone gets on well with it.